Well, let's get going and welcome on board Shachindra Nath, the Vice Chairman and Managing Director at UGRO Capital as well. The reason why we are speaking with the management is the fact that a marquee name has yet again checked into the counter. Mr. Ashish Kacholia has bought over 1% stake in the company. Mr. Nath, thank you so much for making time and speaking with us. Well, this entire MSME lending space has generated a lot of interest among several notable investors as well. You recently raised 340 crores via QIP as well. What do you think is driving the investor confidence, and what are the key potential that you see for the vertical that you address to?
Thank you. See, as I've been telling your channel the last time as well, that I believe that you are seeing a decade or even more, a longer period of explosion of credit for small businesses in India. It is happening on the back of two things. One, there is a level of data or digitization which has happened for MSME. And second, the net contribution of MSME to GDP is growing with every passing day. This is a segment of the market which contribute one of the largest employment into the country. It provides, livelihood to, lakh crores and crores of people. So once the post demon and once the GST happens and once, digitization of banking has happened, for lending institution to now underwrite credit by using data and looking at the current data and say yes to the credit is now possible. And obviously we started that journey 5 years back, and we are ahead of that, and that is driving the confidence of investors at large. That's my presumption.
Mr. Nath, but you have a very, very ambitious target, and please try and appreciate our incredulity at it, because your current AUM is what, 6,000 crores, and you are targeting a 20,000 crore AUM within a couple of years itself. What are the levers that you see for this massive expansion and massive growth that you're penciling in?
So I was giving this example to somebody else, that think of a guy trying to make a banquet hall and somebody is trying to make a convention center. So obviously, when a convention center would come up, the capacity of that would be much larger than what would be a banquet hall. Please appreciate that this is a company which in 2018, when it has hardly any business, straight away raised 1,000 crore of capital from four large global private equity funds. It just so happened that after that, ILFS scope happened, DHFL happened, Yes Bank happened, and COVID happened. But in spite of that, we during the 20 and 22, we built massive capacity. This company has grown from almost 200 people to 2,000 people, 9 location to 100 plus location. Our digital infrastructure has grown from 5 people to 250 plus people. So the infrastructure and the capacity itself is now delivering the volume. I don't think so. It is, and also remember this, that some of the market leader, look at the data around Bajaj Finance. Bajaj Finance in 2008, if I remember correctly, was 7-8,000 crore. Today it would 2,52,000 crore. So a 45% CAGR growth in credit business in India in the initial 5, 6, 7 years. This is the way the businesses grow. When you said we have an ambitious target, look at our March number. In the month of March, we disbursed 600 crores of loans, which means that if we just simply maintain that run rate, and that's our plan, this year we'll be disbursing around 7,200 crore of loans. At an exit of 6,000 crore plus 7,200 crore, it is 13,200 crore. And if the runoffs are 3,000 odd crore, we should be near about 10,000 crore. But the capacity which we are building, the March 24, we would be again exiting at something around 800 to 900 or 1,000 plus crore, which means 24, 25, we will again disburse around 10,000 to 12,000 crore. Look, this target of 20,000 and 10,000 and so on and so forth, it is an aspiration which we set for our own teams and what we can achieve. Markets, our bigger goal is to serve 1% of MSME market in India. Now this 20,000 can be 18, can be 21, but it is a message that we want to build India's largest small business financing institution.
Okay, point taken. What about the outlook then, Mr. Nath, when it comes to your asset quality? What kind of outlook are you penciling in when it comes to your asset quality trends?
So, one of the very unique thing, not just for us, for anyone who will use this method, we look at customers' cash flow on an as-is basis. So once we pull the GST of a customer, when we pull the banking of a customer, and when we hit his bureau, and when our GRO score runs, we know the three things of the lending: intent of the customer, eligibility, and ability to pay. Second, today, roughly around whatever customer walking into our door, only 30% of that gets loan. So our login to disbursal rate is only 30%, which means that our systems are being able to filter out customers who have little less paying capacity. And if you look at all through our COVID and post-COVID trend, we are roughly around at 97-98% of collection efficiency. All our static pool data are showing good trend. Uh, Unless there is a COVID-related crisis, we think so that as we have guided to the market that our credit cost would range between 1.5% about, because we also construct our portfolio accordingly. We do MSME financing from secured to unsecured, from 11.5% to 18.5%, and all of that high degree of secured loans ensures that our credit cost remains under control.
Appreciate your time and thank you for joining us.